Hungrier than ever. Yeah. Shout out to the fans going hard. I don't deserve y'all. They was in the calling halls. I was doing bird calls. Feel the wrong vibe, then I ain't coming. I'm a swerve dog. She begging me to hit. Forgot she hit me with a curveball. Sound like niggas back for real. Back at the niggas think they calling like I'm Shaq for real. These niggas came back for real. He done told this bitch she selling weed. She think he trapped for real.
We back. Shout out to Jag. Shout out to Jag, man. We back, man. I got a super special guest, man. This talented brother right here. I got a few questions for you, man. What's good, man? We got what do you say, Patrick Grizzly?
Fucking right.
Throwing up the West Side better than the nigga from the West Side. My right. West Side trash.
Mr. Play-In.
Yo.
You feel
all right,
me?
Yeah, so yeah, okay. So okay, first of all, that's one of the things I want to talk to you about. First of all,
I already know it. I hope so.
First of all, welcome. Parallel Combos. No debating. It's good to have you, man. Introduce yourself, man. God
Glad to be here. Glad to be here. Young Griz, Trade, Barcode, all that, man. It's an honor. It's an honor, man.
Got us. Yeah. So, first of all, I want to say, a few months ago, I did like the top most dangerous battle rappers blog. And you made the list, man. You made the list. Like, you're secretly dangerous, and this is where my frustration lies. Not with you, but with your position in the art of battle rap, because you're one of the most dangerous battle rappers in the world to me. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that. I like to think so. And
it's like your name and your shine ain't as bright as it's supposed to be. But look though, first of all, congratulations with that crazy battle with Nitty, man. Shout out to you and Nitty. Y'all did like 100,000 in 2 days. Like,
it's a celebration.
Celebrate. That's right, man. That's right.
My wine glass, we celebrating.
Y'all did 100,000 in like 2 days. That was amazing. That was a crazy ass battle, man. Shout out to Nitty too, because he trying to repeat. Low key, he trying to repeat.
You don't
champion of the year.
Take none of these fights off. I appreciate him for it. He didn't give me no in the room.
Hey, real spill though. He did better versus you than a lot of the other big names. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it real. He did. I think
he did. I think it was one of his better joints this year. Like
it was 3 rounds, but it wasn't like he was there rapping by himself. You had 3 incredible rounds as well, brother.
I appreciate it, bro. It means that, you know, when the niggas who are respected in the game let you know that your work is talking, that's important to us. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, and the fact that Nitty took
the feedback has been like that. So
I was gonna say the fact he took you serious, not because he takes everybody serious, but he went like extra, like, because he knew if I play with this man right here, it's not gonna be a good day for me. So hopefully neither one of y'all came to play. Y'all gave us an incredible hip hop battle. I loved it. But yeah, now I see you on this play-in. First of all, can you explain a little bit what the play-in is? And we'll go from there.
Okay. So to how it was explained to me is the play-in is the crucible, but it's like for people who really don't really belong in the crucible. So doing good at the play-in means you skip the first 2 phases of the crucible, you go straight to the last phase, and you're 1 battle from final exams.
Either way, I'm gonna just say this. For you, I don't like none of it.
I'm gonna tell you what's crazy. There's nothing I can say that's gonna make you like it. So just go ahead. Go ahead and we can get it out the way. Now that we didn't explain what it is, go ahead and say what you want to say.
Okay, what I want to say is
go ahead and let it out.
The clear obvious. It's the obvious. You don't belong there.
Right.
You don't belong there, bro. It's almost a disrespect to you. You've been doing this for a long time and nothing but incredible performances on URL as well. And that's why I said your name need to be, because before there was South Flare Soul and Foots, and shout out to them, and Klutz, and these new wave of guys that URL is bringing in through the Crucible process. I like what they doing, but I feel like you're beyond those classes in terms of longevity, experience, and quite frankly, somewhat of your skill set. Not saying that these guys aren't talented, but you've been in front of the real monsters before.
I asked to talk to you because I know I could have this conversation with you, and it'll make sense to you. And if I can't make it make sense to you, then it probably just don't make sense to nobody. But that's all right too. So look, first off, nobody's making me do this.
Okay.
I was offered the same. There's a reason why a lot of people that were on the card ain't on the card no more. And I'm sure there are people that got offered this that didn't do it. And because they felt the same way that I felt when they asked me to do it. If we keeping it a buck, I kind of turned it down when he first asked me to do it. And I would have been just fine. URL would have still been calling me to do app events and all types of other shit like they've been doing for the last 5 years. I pop up on URL all the time. I got more URL battles than some URL guys.
Okay. And this is why my confusion is like, what?
See, this is what I'm realizing as I'm having these conversations with people to like try to explain, like, this is why I did it. You know how like the bad guy in the movie, when it's like a superhero movie and there's the bad guy, and he has a reason why he's a bad guy.
Right.
Everybody says he's crazy.
Right.
Until he takes over the city. Then after he takes over the city, they got to go call the Justice League to come get him.
Yeah, I see it.
It's not going to make no sense to nobody until I show up Saturday and do what I'm about to do on Saturday.
Yeah, no, listen.
And then when I do that,
I see the chess move.
And when I do that, it's to the moon. And then y'all gonna have to go call the Justice League to come get me. They're gonna call all this shit up.
They're gonna call the bar guy.
They gotta call y'all niggas to stop what I'm doing to the he's tearing. Fuck, Main Street is fucked. Main Street's torn apart. Griz out here acting the fuck up. He's hurting civilians.
Wow. Well, for one, you're really good. You're really good with this battle rap shit. I can just say that now. So first of all, who are you battling?
I'm battling Hussle.
That's it. Fire.
Midnight
Shout out to Hussle.
Not Miss Hussle.
Not Miss Hussle, y'all. For anybody that's gonna watch this. Midnight Madness Hussle. Shout out to New Orleans. Shout out to Bash Money. My man Capo, my man Spills, the whole squad down there. Dollar Bill, everybody, right? Hussle is one of the best punchers, especially on the come up. And a lot of people, he feels like he's one of the best punchers in the world. He feels like he's better than a lot of people. And he's actually dope. And he's nonstop relentless punching people to death. This is a great matchup. I'm just start there. This is a great matchup. I feel like this type of battle right here probably should have been on at least. If y'all gonna do like a Born Legacy or something like that, not necessarily a known, but one of those cards that this could have been on there. But I guess to reintroduce y'all to the people or get the newer URL fans acclimated to what y'all do, then this might be the move. And that's why they do it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out, I trust my man P. He be knowing what he doing. But yeah, how do you intend on not getting beat up, not getting your head punched off in this battle?
I don't trust nothing. I don't trust a fucking thing.
Poor God. All right. I'll start there.
That has nothing to do with nothing. Like,
okay.
I'm telling you, I wish I could explain it to make it make sense for everybody. It's not. What am I doing to prep for Hussle? The same thing I do when it's time for me to get busy. Like,
I shouldn't even ask you.
There's no disrespect to him. It's not even a shot at him. He's crazy. I think he's crazy. I've seen him work. He's fire. if I'm supposed to be one of the best in the world, and I believe that, I agree. Like, I like to think I'm one of the best in the world. If I can't walk into that room and be one of the 6 best guys there, what are we doing? What are we doing? All that other shit is gravy. Shout out to P for putting this together. Shout out to Hussle for being for you know what I'm saying. I'm sure he's gonna rap his ass off. The story of the weekend is Griz.
Oh, poor God! I like that. I like that.
The story of the weekend is Griz is fucking Main Street up.
Oh God! Hey, I'm gonna put that in the description.
Griz is fucking up Main Street.
Hey,
City
look.
City Hall is under attack.
Yes.
We don't know where he came from. We don't know how it happened.
Right.
City Hall is in danger.
Under siege.
The mayor, the mayor is hostage. The mayor is being held hostage.
Go get somebody.
Call the Justice League immediately.
Oh, I feel it.
Bad. It is bad out here.
I was about to say, because like I said earlier, I asked you, how do you plan on, battling Hussle? And I just thought about it. Like, you just battled Nitty. You just battled perhaps the greatest puncher that ever lived.
Can't prep
and
no better.
And Hussle fire, but he's not Nitty. He's not on that level. You know what I'm saying?
Can't prep no better for a puncher than battling Nitty. And I don't even think that it's not the same battle. I mean, it's a 1-rounder. That's one thing. But either way, it's not the same battle. It's just not the same battle. Like, I battled Nitty to prove that I'm supposed to battle niggas like Nitty.
Right.
I'm battling Hussle to prove I have no business battling niggas like Hussle.
Do you hold on? How can you got the parallel universe right there? Do you believe in a parallel universe?
That's how I'm supposed to. That's how it's supposed to look when I'm done. That's how it's supposed to look. Now, Hussle's going to do everything he can to stop that, and shout out to him. But that's my job. My job is to show up and make it look like he's not supposed to be in here. And if I don't do that, then I fail. And if I do that, which is what I plan to do, all of this makes sense. Just like that, the second the battle's over, they go, "Oh, that's why Griz is here." And now call the people. Call them people.
The flip side of that, this, because I feel like every battle's a gamble. Every battle. You got to take every battle because you don't know what's going to happen until the day it happens.
Absolutely.
So I'll look at it like this. I know Hussle. I've seen him get crazy in these 1 rounds. We was down in Baton Rouge or somewhere. I forgot who he battled, but he beat somebody up so bad. It was horrible in there, right? I know you ain't the same level, but
I've seen him do the same shit in Dallas. This was like recent. Like, I want to say end of last year, beginning of this year. I seen it. Right.
You're aware. You're aware of his capabilities, and I'm quite sure he's aware of what
he's no joke. And the good news is they're supposed to pick 6 people. So, hey, good for him.
Oh, he could get picked too. Still,
he can mess around and get really beat up and still go to the next round.
So, with this being a 1 round, don't you think he's gonna put all the best material? Like, because this is the good thing about these 1 rounds is that you can really showcase a variety of skills within 1 round if you smart and strategic about it. And you got to put all your best shit in this round because this is the only round you got. It's not like, okay, this first round fire, but I'm writing up. So my second round gonna be more fire, and then my third is gonna be the one. But with a 1 round, it's like we have to be impressed with this one block of material that you have. There is no get back. Ain't you mess up, you stumble, you choke, you forget your round. That's it. So I say all that to say, if you go in here and you lose to Hussle, okay, you can lose this battle, right? Now it's like that's why Griz ain't where he's supposed to be. Because the detractors and the naysayers and the haters will say, well, see, that's why he there and not bigger than, like Danny giving him all this praise. But Nigga went in there and got beat up by Hussle. Nah, keep him where he at. What do you feel about the risk here?
Burger King is hiring.
Poor God.
Burger King is hiring.
Okay. All right.
That's a risk. That's a risk every battle you take. I could have went and got if Nitty would have smoked me, they'd have said the same shit. They'd be like, oh, that's why Griz didn't get these types of looks forever.
Right.
And then I'm gonna battle the next guy, and they're gonna go, oh, look, Griz is inconsistent because he had a dud against this guy, and that's why he's not. That shit is every battle. But the problem is that I have a lot of these battles that show otherwise. It's a lot of battles that show that it's not like that.
And that's the problem I have with you not being where you.
There's a lot of battles that are floating around that I have that are really, there's some really good content, you know. So
you're an elite. I'm gonna say this for the people that, and I'm not saying this because this is my homeboy. This man is an elite writer. An elite writer. Please go do your homework on Young Griz. Can you? Why don't you? Matter of fact, why don't you just name some of your highlight battles from your career? Just like 3 or 4 of them.
My favorite joints. Oh, obviously me and Nitty. So I guess we could pass. We could skip over that one. That's
you can go there.
Probably
okay.
It's probably you know, as a piece of work, as one piece of battle rap content. That's probably that's easily the best one to go and say that's a really great Griz battle.
The Scarecrow scheme was immaculate.
Come on.
I
knew you was gonna like that. I knew niggas like you would go, okay, all that other shit was cool, but the Scarecrow shit, that's the shit that we wanted. That shit we was waiting on. I know you was gonna appreciate that. I think that quick side note.
I didn't I watched it one time and I didn't really have a winner. So I know the majority of people have Rum Nitty winning that battle, but I was like, no, this needs a really close examination. So I think I'm gonna do a bar guy breakdown on you and Nitty, because I tweeted out the next day that I was gonna do an in-depth breakdown of it line for line.
Yeah, I know. I've been watching your feed, waiting on it to pop up.
Yeah, appreciate you. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely do that.
You thought you got away with it, but you didn't get away with it.
Yeah, we breaking this down. I broke down Geechee and Easy last night. I'm doing more of these bar guy breakdowns, and you and Nitty is gonna be one of the ones next up.
Geechee and Easy was some shit too. Geechee and Easy was wild. Me and Nitty's probably the best battle. Me and Justice is recent. That was really, really good. I thought that was some of my best work. Me and Cuban is one of the first 13 battles that dropped on the app. I think that kind of got swept under the rug. I think that's a pretty cool milestone to have on my resume.
Right.
So that's a battle that I'm really proud of, and that's a battle I'm really proud of. That was me out of town in his hometown and at Band Legacy. Band Legacy, the first one.
So you said Nitty, Justice, Cuban.
Nitty, Justice, Cuban. That probably one more. Man, I got a lot of really goodies.
I'm gonna say this. Who did you battle when we was downtown LA at the Lexington or whatever that building was?
Man, I had me and Clutch was there. That's probably the first one that really popped shit off for me. Was me and Clutch. Me and Cali Smooth is one that a lot of people like.
Yeah,
that's a lot of people's favorite joint.
Me
and Craig Lamar was in that building. A lot of people fuck with that one.
I'm not sure if I've seen that one.
Me and Fettuccine 20 was in that building, and that one got a lot of attention after it was done too.
It was that one. I was there.
Lexington was that whole URL PG West PG era of shit was really fun. We had a lot of content that niggas really didn't get the attention. It was getting the numbers. The views were 100,000 view battles that we were putting up, and it's just it wasn't getting the traction. Still wasn't happening like it was supposed to. It's a shame too, because there was some really great scraps in there. Fix and Jada Nightwing was in that building. It was really some
rest in peace Fix too.
Appreciate you. Rest in peace Fix. They're like real name Brandon's first couple of URL joints were in there. It's some real gems from that building that didn't get the love it was supposed to get.
Shit, man, they probably need to start back throwing some events there again, man.
Man,
Shit.
if they could get a hold of that building, man, that's like my second home.
No, yeah, you was the king of that building. Anytime Griz was in Lexington, you was gonna guarantee get a show, and it was gonna be a bad day.
The doors off in there, man.
It's gonna be a bad day for your opponent.
Crazy in there.
You and Ill Will with the bucket hats and XL. You Ill Will XL with the bucket hats, man. When did the bucket hat thing start?
My cousins, man. That's my family.
Shout out to them. Shout out to them.
Hussle wears them too. Hussle wears them too. He think I don't know. If he not at the cookout after this, my auntie gonna be mad. Don't be mad and not come to the cookout after I kick your ass, nigga. Don't think I don't see you with these hats on.
When did the bucket hat thing start? Was this been prior to battle rap?
If we got time, I got like a quick little 2-3 minute story of how the bucket hat started.
Let's hear it.
So as a matter of fact, this is the first battle that you showed me love and gave me like the online cosign. It was A Hat and it was Vegas. I don't even know if you remember that shit. Way back. It's my first time meeting you. I had like a baseball cap that I had made. I had it like engraved with like trade across the front, and like I had a fit to go with it, right? I got to Vegas, and the hat had like the little button on the top, and they had stitched the button wrong, so the button was like sticking out the top of my shit. So I wore a bucket hat that matched my same outfit to Vegas. So I threw that hat away, and I wore the bucket hat in the battle. And up to that point, that was my best performance. Up to that point, it's definitely not my best performance now. Now I look back at it, I'm like, I really wasn't even going crazy like that. But it was my best work up until then. And shout out to G Play, Chicasso, was in the crowd. I finished rapping, and he goes, "It's the bucket hat." It's on camera. It's the last thing that said in the video before the video cuts off. You know how A-Hat was super theatrical with the fucking video shit. Right. But he goes, "It's the bucket hat," and then the shit goes, and it's like the end of the A-Hat, and it's like flashing on the screen and shit, right?
Yeah, shout out to OD.
So it's like it got edited like perfect. After the battle's over, I go to my next event, to my next joint, and I got a baseball cap on. And at least 10 people walked up and was like, "Yo, where's your hat?"
Oh,
I was like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "Oh, the bucket hat from the last joint. You're not wearing a bucket hat no more." I thought that was kind of like your shit now. I was like, "Oh, okay," and I stunk it up with my baseball cap on, so I stopped wearing them shits. I'm a sports nigga, so I'm just superstitious. So I'm not wearing that shit no more, and I started wearing these, and it's just spawned into like this thing where like now if you don't see me with it on, they're like, "Yo, where is it at?" Now if I go to events and I'll be like, I'm not rapping, I'll have a hoodie on, and they're like, "The fuck you doing? Where's your joint? Where's the hat? Like, what do you even here? Who is this nigga? And where's Griz?
That's fire." Now it was like
like that whole shit it was really like all by chance. My whole career is just all by chance. The slogan, completely by chance. I said it in a battle, niggas reacted to it. Low key, I didn't even say it in a battle. Take that back. I used to say it when I used to host battles in the IE. I used to say that shit when rap like in between rounds. And I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just try it one time because I say it all the time and you guys know it. And they just said it with me. And I was like, oh, that'd be pretty cool if everybody does that. And I say it all the time. And I do it in Texas, California, and they all say it with me. It's just a thing now.
That's fire.
It's just me listening. Sometimes you gotta listen to the room. They tell you what they want to hear.
That's fire. That's fire. Your intellect is definitely high up there, man. So the bucket hat thing became like, this is like my power up. Like Griz without the bucket hat, like you ain't the same.
Now it's now there's all these moments you throwing my shit into the crowd and all this cool shit. Like if I don't wear these joints, like it's a lot of shit that like never happens. Like it's crazy how like and it's literally like it's my if you was wearing the Griz Halloween costume, you could literally just throw a towel on your head and put a bucket hat on and you're Griz for Halloween.
You're Griz. And Ill Will even just recently did that the bucket hat thing versus was that Hollow?
He wears them every once in a while. See, he like I said, that's my cousin. It was my guy. Everybody was like, "You want to battle Will for the hats?" I'm like, "But what? That's my guy. Like, Will's my people's. He's all right. He could wear them. You know what I'm saying? Now the second he start talking slick, then he gotta stop wearing them. But until then, he good.
Oh,
it's love.
After this battle, after this, I'm pretty sure you're gonna do a magnificent job on Saturday. What's the goal? What's the outlook what's the foreseeable future? What do you want? Like, who you want to battle after this? Where should you be?
Here's the one. Back to the bad guy. You a parallel universe nigga. Back to the bad guy parallel, right? The one thing I haven't figured out about my evil plan to take over the city is what happens once I take over City Hall.
He said,
once I'm in the building, I might just start painting the walls and shit. I don't know
what
I'm going to do.
What do I do
once
now?
I get in there, I'm like, oh shit, I'm in here. It worked.
That's funny. I like that.
I got like this. I'm really this kind of just this whole situation kind of just fell in my lap, and I'm gonna make it into something really fun, and we're gonna have a really good time. Just as a culture, we're gonna really enjoy this Griz and the Crucible shit. Like I'm gonna make it really fun. I'm gonna make it really fun. Once we get on the other side of it, I just want to have a lot of really like that Nitty battle is the most fun I've had rapping in a long time. You know, as a fellow battle rapper, we have our ups and downs where we really fall in and out of love with this shit.
But yeah, I know some battles feel like
my moments where it's like, man, I love the culture. I love everything it's done for me. I love all it. I get to travel and rap in front of people and meet people, and it's love. But I have my days where I'm like, man, it's exhausting. I'm over it. I'm kind of done. I think I got like 1 or 2 more. The Nitty battle just it woke up all that love. It brought it back for me, and I want to have more of those. I need guys that are gonna show up and rap like that and have that type of shit, so that when I do it, it turns into these incredible moments. And now that people know, hey, this is kind of what Griz has that type of. That's what it can be. Like they're thinking that's the ceiling. That's what it's supposed to be. That's what like the best of Griz is. I think there's another 5 or 6 joints that I have still in the bank that are gonna make that one look like we was taking it easy.
I'm quite sure.
I think there's a couple of more of those types of scraps that's really. I got a couple scraps left that I got a couple left in me. You feel me? I got a couple left in the clip. And I just need those people that are gonna show up and really rap. Like that's what I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to after this, when we had this great time. Finally, I don't think any of the Crucible processes have been any fun. That's really what I've always been really anti-Crucible, because I just haven't seen nobody has like made it where I need to watch it. I have to watch the Crucible this week. Or the I gotta watch it. I haven't had that. I feel like there's just enough of this, Griz not supposed to be here, to where we could be like, yo, maybe I'm not, but like I'm here. So like let's enjoy it. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
let's vibe with it. I think
I want to see more.
I just want to fight. I want to fight after this. I want
let me see. You battle JC?
I haven't battled JC. Everybody, that's one of the ones. It's one of them ones, man. I took a shot too, a good one. He better not. Don't act like he can't act like he didn't see it either.
Wait a minute. The Chiller battle already happened?
No Chiller battle neither.
Damn. See, this is the level of competition.
That's the crazy. That's the crazy part. It's part of what I've been very proud of, and I'm kind of over it now because it's time for the niggas to come fight now. But I've had this, like, I guess you could call it a run where like people have gotten, like, they respect me. They think that I got some shit. And I haven't really gotten to battle any of the names. There's not a lot of names on my resume besides Nitty. You could say Craig Lamar, you know what I'm saying? But like Cuban, Nitty, Craig Lamar, those are like the biggest names. Cali Smooth now. Cali Smooth is through the roof now.
It's a whole list.
I battled. Me and Big Cannon had a 1-rounder, but it was like 10 days prep and shit. Like we didn't have. It wasn't what it could have been. Like I think we've had. There's a lot of names that are like, yo, that would be a good battle for what Griz does. That haven't happened. That I think when they do happen, it's gonna wake some shit up, man. Y'all gonna stop. They're gonna stop leaving me off of the champion of the year ballot every year.
Nah, I definitely feel like you need more props.
That's the plan. The plan is to have a couple of fights so that they stop leaving me off the ballot. I think there's some good fights left out there for me. There's some really good ones, and I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to that.
Your setups are incredible. That's what make your punches and them double entendres, the metaphors. That's what make it land hard. I think you're one of the underrated writers when in terms of knowing how to set up a haymaker. And you're one of the gods of haymakers. You've been doing this your whole career. And I'm like, yo, his pen is actually incredible. I don't know how to necessarily describe your style because I wouldn't necessarily say you're a puncher or you're a schemer because you could do it all. I just your style is unique. It's very unique. Nobody rap like you, so you didn't steal your style from somebody. That's one of the things that works well for you is that your originality, your creativity is through the roof, and your ceiling is. I don't think you have a ceiling. You know, like you said, you haven't even shown us the best that you can do yet. But I tell you what, I'm pretty sure on Saturday we about to see just a sneak peek of your real power. You feel me? Going back to the villains and the superheroes.
Hey, listen, man. If you go when you trying to take over City Hall, you better have some shit with you. You can't show up empty-handed. I think this is it's a one rounder because it's the Crucible, so there's only so much. There's only so much that I can do. But even in saying that, I think it's some of my best work.
Hussle. I know. I just want to. I can't fathom what.
Come on, man. You already know. You already know what it's about to be. You know what I'm about to do. You know how I'm
concept of Hussle. Like I can imagine, but I really can't. You know what I'm saying?
All the shit you thinking I'm about to say, it's not that.
Not that.
It's not that. It's not none of that shit you think it is. It's really not.
Yo, listen, brother. I wish you success. Shout out to Hussle because I want him to be successful as well. I just want a dope fight. That's the one. I saw. Look, he's celebrating already. He's celebrating.
Hennessy in the wine glass.
Yo. So yeah, you locked in? Are you locked in? I'm pretty sure you are.
Yeah.
Stay ready so you ain't gotta get ready.
Do I have my shit like? Could I rap it right now? No, absolutely not. I never do. You know what?
Look.
Okay, that's a good. Can we have a little 5 minutes about that? What's your process? Like, do you rap? Like, do you have your shit like memorized weeks in advance still?
I will say this. When I first was on A-Hat, I used to be ready 3 weeks, 4 weeks before the battle. Right. Now, when you fast forward, shit, I'll be ready like the day before, 2 days.
It'd be Thursday, Friday, right?
Yeah.
But okay. Yeah. Is Danny a better battle rapper now or then?
I'm better now.
Okay, so look, let me.
But I miss the days of Danny being prepped 3 weeks before the battle.
Do you really?
Like, I used to be ready. Like the day they booked it, I would write my round that day. Then the next day I write the second round. Then the next day I write my third. So 3 days after booking, I got the bars.
That's
now another 4 or 5 days memorizing those rounds, and I'm ready. And I got still 3 weeks before the day of the battle. But now when I fast forward, man, I'll be putting these shits together so fast and just so. It's like the more you do it, the easier it is to memorize it and lock it in. But it's also scary. It's kind of a risk.
So I've convinced myself of this, and I could be tripping. I could be completely wilding, and maybe I should be memorizing my shit weeks in advance, but it's worked for me pretty well. Like Nitty, I didn't even finish writing for Nitty till like the Tuesday before the battle.
Okay.
But this is just how my brain is like made it like rationalize
it
for me, so that now I can
do
it and it makes sense and it doesn't fuck with me, right? So like if I have a song that I hear on the radio, if I hear the song 3, 4, 5 times, I know the song.
Yeah. Okay.
I know the song, the whole song, start to finish. I could probably rap the whole shit along with the nigga if I hear it 4 or 5 times because I like the song. So I got back into just being a fan of my shit again, just enjoying it, like really like loving the shit that I'm writing. And it's like I finish writing, and after 2 or 3 days of going over it, it's like I'm ready to rap.
Yeah,
that's one. And
you talk about three. You talking about 3 rounds?
I had another point, but the Henny's kicking in. Hold on 1 second. Let me see if I can figure it out. Let me get it together.
The Henny out the wine glass.
Harlem Hospital giving beds out. Yeah, like I fall in love with my shit, so I remember it quickly. And okay, that's what it was. I've had these times where like I'll spar with somebody on the phone, and it's the best shit. It's like, yo, that's the craziest shit ever. And then I get closer and closer to the battle, and I've said it so many times that it doesn't resonate the same. The first like 4 or 5 times I say something
true.
is the best time. The best times I say it is the first like 10 times I say it. After that 10th time, it's like it's still good, but you got to fight with falling into that going through the motion shit of like going through your shit. So I've kind of in my psyche, that's kind of where I go with it. It's like I really don't want to finish writing until a week or 2 before. Like I don't want to finish a month in advance. I don't want to like stop liking my shit by the time the battle comes. And at the same time too, I don't want to spar over and over and over again. And then I get to the battle and it's like I don't even like saying this shit no more. I'm just tired of saying it, and now I'm just going through the motions.
That's true.
There's a real weird like middle ground to that like I've kind of like once I tapped into that, my shit got better. Like the energy in my shit just got better. So I don't know if I'm tripping. Again, I could be tripping. Maybe I need to be ready for you.
No, you're not tripping.
But does that kind of make sense? I think that
you're making perfect sense because there are people who will finish their rounds early, and then the more they rap it, the less they like it. And they're like, man, I say, and I be telling them, I say, don't trip. If you probably don't like it no more, but the people that's gonna hear it on that day, that's their first time hearing it. How many
niggas you spar with, and they'll be like, man, I might fuck around and just rewrite that round. It's like, why? Why you rewriting the round? Because they've been rapping that shit for 3 weeks. They sick of it.
Yeah, people, and then they less confident in the material.
It's hot for a month.
Yeah, you're right. That's a bar.
It ain't hot no more. Then it's time for
July. You just got a bar guy right there. Hold on, bar guy.
It's a balance. It's a really weird balance. It's hard to manage and it's stressful because there are times where like, yo, I should have been done last Tuesday, and now it's this Tuesday, and I'm still not done. So it's hard to manage it. But when it's right, that's that pocket that's I feel like is the right time.
Man, I seen you memorize your 3 rounds. We was in Seattle. I think it was like Born Legacy Seattle. I think I battled Dead and Night. Was it that one? Or was it the time before?
Yeah, yo, add that to the list. Me and Biscuit. Shout out Mr. Biscuit. That's another one of my favorite joints.
Oh, yeah. You and Biscuit was crazy.
Me and Biscuit, that was that joint. I wrote the 3rd round in the parking lot.
Yeah, I remember.
In the van on the way to the venue. I was wilding. I was out of control. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Anybody new rappers, don't do that.
Look, I
bank on that at all. I was miserable. I think I made them push the battle back 2 battles. I was running around outside trying to stay away from the venue. It was wild. And I got in the room and everything went boop, and I was perfect for like the first 2 rounds were perfect, and the round I wrote outside was flawless. I was like, yo, this is the best shit. It's like some of my best shit. Don't do that. I was stressed. KG hasn't talked to me since then. I talked to KG like once since that shit. I know he probably still mad at me. Shout out KG. What's up, homie? Like,
what up? Because I remember you was outside trying to.
The battle comes out as one of the best joints. It's really I'm blessed. Bro.
Hey, but sometimes I'm gonna tell you what though, it's a parallel universe to that. Because the other side of that, nigga, I wrote my 3rd round for real sick the day of, the morning of. It was like the morning of. So I wrote the 2nd round. I think it was like Friday night. I'm like, okay, I got this 2nd. Wake up Saturday morning, it's the day of battle. I don't even got a 3rd. I'm like, all right, let me write this 3rd. I got the 3rd done. Then I actually memorized all 3 rounds. Now get to the venue. I'm rapping rounds for DNA and everybody like, yo, these 3 rounds is incredible. I get on stage and I blank the fuck out.
And blank out because it's like
your mind is telling you
it's
like
a nasty game to play.
Your mind is telling nigga, you know damn well you don't know this shit, nigga. Oh, you want to play with me? Oh, you want to play with time and preparation? All right, I got something for you, nigga. You ain't even gonna rap your third.
Yo,
so it's like, hey, and
Biscuit don't even know if he doesn't wear the boots that I rapped about. If he doesn't wear those,
you don't have a round.
He wins the third clearly. I had a whole round that I hadn't rehearsed once. I hadn't even gone over it. I got to the venue. I was rehearsing outside with niggas, and I got three bars into my first round and was stumbling. I couldn't get through any of my shit. I don't know what was up. I just couldn't get through it. I had one of them days, and I worked out them first two. I dead ass wrote the third
I've done it several times.
I got lucky, and they let me ride in the van from the hotel that they had all the battle rappers in. We rode in a van. They bust us all to the venue. I'm in the van with Biscuit in the seat in front of me. I'm writing my round in the back.
Writing your third for you, nigga. That you about to battle. He's sitting right in front of you.
I'm in my phone. I'm typing up my third in the back seat behind, dead ass sitting right behind the nigga. And then I got to the venue, and it's some of my best shit. It's one of my favorite rounds that I've ever rapped. It's like,
sometimes it work like that. But like you said,
exactly, you never know. But it's a dangerous game.
So don't play that game, y'all.
It's a really fragile balance, bro. Because that really could have went really bad. It could have been the worst night of my URL. And it ended up being one of the better ones. So it's a weird balance, and a lot of it sometimes it's a little bit of luck too. I just. You know what I'm saying? I hit a couple joints land. You get a little minute to kind of think about it and get the bar and all that shit.
Yep.
So a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It just turned into one of them nights where it was like, yo, we having some fun in here. At the end of the day, man, that's really well. That's all I want to do, man. Battle rap is supposed to be fun. We supposed to be enjoying this shit, man.
That's a fact. We supposed to be having fun.
When I get up there, that's what it's supposed to be. And when I go up in any battle, that's the vibe. While Griz is rapping, we're gonna have some fun here. Saturday, we're gonna have some fun. It's gonna be some fun. We have a good time.
All right, I'm gonna catch wind of these battles. You know, Bar Guy sees all, Bar Guy hears all. So I'm gonna be getting the updates, and people gonna be calling and texting me, telling me what's going on. I'm gonna figure it out my damn self.
They're live streaming it on. They're live streaming the actual battles on Caffeine all weekend.
Really?
Okay. I want to say on JB usually does for the Crucible joints. He live streams just the battles. One camera side. It's not going to be like the theatrical.
Right.
But JB is going to have the camera up. He's going to live stream the battles. You're going to be able to see the act G just the battle, and then they'll spice it up for the app. But there is going to be, from what I understand, there is going to be a free live stream on Caffeine this weekend. That's
amazing, and I'll be tuning in, and I'll be doing my recap.
So yeah, share the stream. Share the stream,
That's right.
Man. Tag me, Young Griz Trade, the 1 seed. You see the hashtag.
That's right.
You see the vibes, the 1 seed.
Hey man, good luck to you. Good luck to you. Good luck to everybody on the card.
Danny, bro, I appreciate you taking the time, man. Good looking out, man.
Brother. Come on, man. I'm honored to have you on here, man. For real.
Hopefully, because you my mans. When Main Street is fucked up, they don't call you. They might call you.
They
might call you.
That's gonna be one of them times Batman look up at the bat signal and say, nah, I'm just gonna lay here with Catwoman. I'm gonna just lay here with Catwoman and count my money.
Gotham will be, man. Gotham be all right. Hey, Gotham, you tough, right?
Y'all be all right.
Y'all be all right, man. You tough, right?
I've been avoiding this Griz battle for about 8 years.
Hey, man, I wasn't gonna say nothing. Man.
I've been avoiding. You know what? To be honest though, the reason why a lot of reason why we haven't battled is because for one, nobody ever actually came at me with no bag for it.
Right.
Nobody actually did nothing concrete, and and I'm tired of battling my West Coast partners, man. I battled damn near all of y'all, man. I'm like, oh no, I'm not. Then they booked me to battle somebody else from the West Coast. I'm like, dog, I don't want to battle no more about no people from the West.
Most of my battles are against the guys who You know what I'm saying? We the West Coast niggas. You're just one of those. You're one of the few that we never cross paths. And I'll be real. What's crazy is I've never like. There's other guys that I could be like, yo, I've heard. There've been like, yo, maybe we might do like you and him. We might have like you and him battle. I've never. Your name has never even popped up. Nobody's never even been like, yo, Griz, you want to battle Danny? It's crazy. It's insane. And
that's one thing. They never hit me about you.
At this point, because it's been so long and because it's been so like they've never called us about it. The only way I would do it, URL calls maybe if the bag is crazy, I can't say no. But the only way I would do it outside of that is at the Bar Fest.
Facts for Young B.
If it was for Young B, I would do it.
Yeah.
Or if they did something for like one of them, shout out to my niggas who we've lost. Shout out to Juice. If they recipes Fitz, recipes Juice. If they was to do something for one of them and say, yo, we want you and Danny as the headline for that,
we're gonna do it. We'll do it for them.
That. If it was for one of them soldiers that we've lost on the West, I would do it. Outside of that, it don't even make no sense at this point. Unless it was somewhere. Unless I do my part and tear downtown up, and then they call you.
And you beat the city down, Bar guy gonna have to come save the day like I always do.
That's the only
man.
other way it makes sense. If it's not at the Bar Fest, if it's not at an event for one of the niggas that we lost, then it would have to be when they call you and say, yo, the niggas tearing shit up. Can we
he tearing everything up.
Somebody slow this down because there's a lot going on out here.
Salute, man. Listen,
you had to be in there with the fucking towel swinging and all that extra shit.
I ain't worried about it. I ain't tripping. I do this shit. I ain't tripping. I'm gonna wear my bucket hat.
Push-ups too, nigga.
Hey, we're gonna be one of them. We're gonna have a classic. But in the meanwhile, you got business to handle, man. You got work to do on Saturday. I'm definitely interested in seeing your progress and where you're gonna wind up being once the smoke clears, man. So, salute to you. This is Danny Myers, Parallel Combos. That right there is the villain that is trying to take over the city.
You motherfucking right.
We must stop him.
Young Griz trade on everything. I appreciate you.
Young Griz trade.
You're looking out.
Shout out to Young Griz, and I'm gonna tap back in with you after the event.
Yep.
Peace.